7 summers ago, Molly and Kyle both happened to be living in St. Louis. Thanks to some mutual college friends, their paths would begin to cross more often than not. Once Kyle asked for her number, they began to text every day. On the 4th of July, when the whole sky brightens up with fireworks, the two began to realize how they each brighten each other's lives, which sparked their first kiss. On August 28, 2012, Molly received a text from Kyle. Minutes later, Kyle appeared in her doorstep. Turns out, Kyle texted Molly that he thought of her as his girlfriend, and Molly wanted Kyle to say that to her face. So he hurried over.
I'm going to speak about the night I knew Kyle was going to marry Molly. So this was the spring of 2014. Kyle invited me over to make me a meal, as he typically does. And over the course of 3 hours and an undisclosed amount of whiskey, I got to have a really cool big brother moment. I got to have a heart-to-heart. I got to ask you the important things. What do you want for yourself? Where do you want to live? What kind of career aspirations do you have? Then at the end of the night, we got to partners. I asked him, Kyle, is this Molly thing real? Is this just a college relationship? Like, where's this going? Gathered himself, looked me in the eyes and said, I see so much potential in Molly. I see my future in her. So that was when I knew, Molly, you were the one. But I knew you were always going to be a part of our family.
On April 28, 2018, Kyle planned a happy hour similar to all the ones they had before. Yet Molly had no idea that this would be different. Molly then saw Kyle grab the wooden ring box, which Bridget hid, and Molly knew. Their love has brought us back here today. Molly and Kyle, we are all here as a reminder to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love is not just happily ever after. It's not just one moment, and perhaps not even this moment. It's every moment.
Molly, if I'm being honest, for most of my life, I never thought it would be like this or feel like this. I've always doubted that long-term commitment was for me. It took me a long time to grow up and get here, but over the last few years, you really did something to me. You did something that most people who know me would deem impossible. You changed my mind. You changed my mind on what it means to be committed to someone and committed to something. I've always asked myself the question, is this right for me? Is this right for my future? But over time, I realized my future was you. One day I knew that whatever came to me, I wanted to do it with you. You're the person, period. It's me, you, and Lily versus the world, and I'm more than ready. So let's do this.
Kyle, I can't believe we finally made it to this day. I still feel like someone's going to pinch me because this isn't actually happening right now. The truth is that you're my dream come true. I've been hoping, praying, and wishing for you my entire life. I couldn't be more sure as I'm standing here in front of you today that you are meant to be my husband. There are so many reasons I want to marry you, it's insane. You make everyday life so much fun. There's never a dull moment in our household. You make me feel safe. I know that you're always going to have my back and protect my heart. You have a heart of gold, and you're the absolute best friend to everyone in your life. I know that in choosing to spend my life with you, I'm going to be challenged every single day to be the best version of myself. I promise to face every challenge life throws our way as a team and to be your biggest cheerleader when things get difficult. I promise to put us and our future family first. I promise to give you a fulfilling life full of good memories and great adventures. And lastly, I promise to never, ever give up. I can't promise our life will be perfect because the last 7 years have been far from it. But no matter what happens, we will always choose each other. That's never failed us, so who's to say it won't work for the rest of our lives? So Kyle, I love you and I choose you today and every day.
I've seen them in every stage of their relationship, from their first days flirting when he would come to visit, to going through really hard times together. They've always cared for each other and stuck up for one another, something I really admire about them. Earlier I said Molly and I were forced to be teammates. Molly and Kyle chose each other as teammates. Kyle, you are the closest thing I have to a brother. It's great to finally make this official. You've made Molly so happy, always have her laughing, and I feel so lucky to gain someone like you in our family. Molly, it has been such a privilege to share your last name. You're the best friend I've ever had, and it's been so much fun to celebrate you these past couple months leading up to today. I love you and Kyle both so much, and I am so excited to see where your future leads.